Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Bitcoin, see what's going on. Happy Saturday to everyone watching. Thank you again so much for liking, commenting below, and of course, subscribing if you haven't yet already. We're going to jump into the back-end data really quick, just kind of see what's going on. Liquidation is starting to accumulate at lower levels. So this is A positive, A and B negative, right? Good in the sense that we're starting to see some support here at the 63,000 mark, or sorry, sub 63, almost 62K range. With that candle wick down, but we're also in a situation too where that's liquidation. The price could continue lower in that direction, so we just got to be mindful and ready for anything to happen. This is a 0.618 fib level, so it's a good sign that we're consolidating right there at about 62, 63K. So hypothetically, we can hold that range throughout the weekend. We may see some relief come early next week. Okay, so either way, upwards of 65,300 is the next area of liquidation, so we are technically closer to that lower level, so it's always best to anticipate if we do not break this descending trend, we're going to probably continue lower, right? Again, the trend is your friend, so until we prove otherwise, we just kind of presume it's going to be the case. Taking a look at the moving averages, let's quickly double check here. We are still in the same shape here. Daily time frame really hasn't changed much. It's just gotten lower, right? So again, it's basically the way it goes. We got our MACD FU here, our third FU in roughly, 1 month. So we've seen 3 attempts to break this descending trend and still hasn't yet, okay? So there's that. We got a short-term trend line we're still underneath. 150 on the RSI. Money flow index is increasing, which is unique for a weekend, but this kind of just goes to show how terrible the volume has been lately. So with an increased amount of volume today, that might actually favor us here, okay? Which is kind of unusual to see that in the weekends, but once again, weekends can give us some false positives, so try not to get too excited. Taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, we're getting that bounce off of 30 on the RSI and 20 on the money flow index, so it's pretty standard. A lot of times you can have some success buying that dip, okay? Not saying you go hard right now, because it certainly doesn't look very strong, but you could have some luck if you have some tight targets there, so make sure you play it safe if you are taking a long right now. Once again, just to clarify, this 0.618 fib level at 62,700 is that key level that we want to kind of rely on. Generally, it's going to be construed as a very strong support level, okay? So again, 0.618 down as low as 0.65. This area here, we're going to watch out for. We got a wick down already. That could be the lowest point. Too early to tell, but again, until we break this descending trend, we don't really want to presume this is any kind of awesome situation. It's really not. And again, this being a weekend, volume is generally lower too, and it creates strange, unique volatility. So if you are trading, just be very careful and patient, but also make sure you secure profit when you can. It's really not the kind of market where you want to get too crazy with or too loosey-goosey, right? So taking a look at the lagging span, we can see that's free and clear. Conversion lines below the baseline, showing we have strong bearish momentum, and we're well below the cloud. So again, if you take a look at this guy, it's kind of just hanging out there with this descending trend. So until we get, 40 hours from now at 63,000 or higher, we have no legs to stand on here. There's no reason to take a long position. Again, I know it seems kind of juicy there, and it's kind of a potential target because we've been overextended to the downside for a while. But again, I don't trust this kind of situation here. You're better off throwing your money at a short and just watching it ride, specifically with altcoins. They are starting to bleed out a little bit more, and just to touch on Bitcoin dominance, it is coming down, okay? So again, if you just kind of take a quick look at our education section in our Discord, I do have a pinned cheat sheet here. When Bitcoin price is going down and Bitcoin dominance is going down, we can see here it should be stabilization for altcoins, okay? So we are kind of sort of seeing that right now. As a matter of fact, alts are bleeding out, but not a terrible, terrible hemorrhage, right? So again, for the most part, looking pretty solid. So this is not by any stretch a good situation, but I do think most altcoins are hitting their bottom. In a perfect world, Bitcoin slowly crawls up this weekend. Altcoins start to recover. You can close out some trades, or just in general, come Monday, consider some new ones. So again, as I mentioned to my community, no trade is a good trade right now. That's perfectly fine. Don't overtrade. It's I know a lot of people get impatient about, hey, when's the next signal? But folks, you can't force a trade. You're almost always going to regret it if you do. So let's not do that right now. Let's just kind of take the market and just have some fun with it, right? Enjoy the fact that it's kind of junky, and maybe it's good to take a little break. It's okay. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. Hope you learned something. Once more, comment below, like, subscribe, and follow. Deeply appreciate that. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a good one. Thanks again for your time. Bye-bye.